Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry to do this one to you because a lot of people have been asking me to do the 1-star stuff for the new event, and I'm not really going to find time to do it very soon. So I've got up, it's 4 AM before work just to try and get something out there for you guys, and more or less to as well let you guys have somewhere to look for. Just look in the comments to get anyone else to have any other suggestions. Obviously I haven't had time to play the new event and test monsters, and I couldn't find my other tablet that had my 1-star account, and Nox isn't working for me, so it's just all a mess at the moment. So I thought I'd do a little theory crafting video about it, just to give you guys some ideas and the things I'm going to think about. The event's a little strange to me. It lasts for 6 days. I'm hoping the 1-star dungeon is there for the full 6 days and doesn't get replaced by the new dungeon, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, and also, sorry, I won't do much editing on this video. I'm just going to record it and then upload it just so it's up there for you guys, in case it is only there for the 2 days. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Silverbacks. Now, the Fire, Earth, and Thunder Silverback are all 1-stars, and they all got fairly decent attacks and kits. If you're looking at using an attacker, these guys are probably good on lifesteal. Obviously, I feel like with all these units, you're only going to be using them at 4-star. I don't think many people are going to 5-star them. And the problem with these guys is when you look at their base stats, they're just very low. You know, you're around that 200 to 300 defense, and 6, like the HP is not bad, the defense is just really low. And remember, that's their 5-star stats. So if we go into the fire one here, his 4-star stats are the 5.8 HP and then 273 defense, which is fairly low. Obviously, I haven't tested the dungeon yet, so they might still be viable if you just put them on lifesteal, give them a bit of flat defense, and then let them go from there, because they have got pretty good good attacking kits, all 3 of them. But yeah, that's my one concern with them. And the other thing is that with the event in general, there's only 2 1-star healers. So if you're looking at using a team with healers, you've got no team healers. You've got this Lizardman Shaman here, who has a single target heal for 40% on a 5-turn cooldown. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to want to skill up monsters for this. So I'm playing it off base. So you got a 5-turn cooldown, 40% heal for 1 target. And then you got this guy here who has a 20% heal on a 4-turn cooldown for a single target. So those are your 2 healing options. So the idea I was going with would be to have a tanky team, maybe with these 2 guys in it, and then so you can sort of just sustain your way through, and then when the heals come up, they can top off who's ever low. That's just my first idea looking at the event. Because it's a 5-way dungeon, you might be able to just build 5 attacking ones on lifesteal and get through it. But these guys, the good thing about these units that I'm suggesting now is they don't require evolution. The Silverbacks do require evolution, which is going to cost you more resources. The next one I wanted to look at was a defense buff for your team. Now, there's 2 really good 2-star defense buffers, the Null Mage and the Null Warrior. They both have the 2-turn defense buff on a 3-turn cooldown. If you get really game and put a skill up into them, and you land on this skill, you'll get a cooldown reduction. But both of their defense buff is exactly the same. I prefer the Null Warrior for this because, firstly, his base stats are higher. His speed's a little bit lower, but his base defense and HP are higher. And this guy only has a double attack and enemy for his 3rd skill, whereas this guy has a drain HP and a chance at an attack break. So I just think that's a better 3rd skill. So obviously all their first skills do nothing. But yeah, I just think that's a better 3rd skill for the Null Warrior and better base stats. So here's the next one I'd put in. So you'd have the 2 healers, the defense buff. So you're getting pretty tanky, pretty high uptime defense buff. Then the Goblin Hunter. Now I showed this guy, if you haven't seen, I did make a video about other 1-stars as well. I can leave that in the description, but this guy is amazing for a 2-star. Look at his 2nd skill. It poisons an enemy twice for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown at base. With 1 skill up, you can actually get it to a 2-turn cooldown. So it's probably one of the best poison abilities in the game for just amount of poisons you can put on very regularly. So he's awesome. The awesome thing about him is too, he hasn't got the greatest stats, and when you look at 4-star, I mean the defense is alright compared to the Silverbacks. HP is a little bit low, but you can build him tanky. You don't need the offensive stats to do damage. So obviously it'll be a slow run, but you can just manual through it and get the achievements done. The next unit would be, I'm not sure if you would put this guy in, but he was just one that I played around with a bit as well. But he's tanky, which is good. He has an attack that deals damage based on his defense, which isn't too bad either. And then the other cool thing is he has a passive poison mail, which I kind of like as well. And if I just quickly go back to the menagerie here, if I go back, sorry, I just want to try and find poison mail, because there is also a 1-star that does provide a team poison mail, which I only just thought of then. And if we apply for that, maybe oh no, I got to search in the buff, sorry guys. And sorry I won't edit this out just because I'm trying to get it out there. So we'll scroll down to poison mail, there it is. And then we'll search for that. I just remember that then. Okay, the Goblin Trickster here. But it is a 6-turn cooldown. That's the issue with him. So I'm not sure how good that'll be. The last slot's pretty much up to you guys. So like I said, he's got the passive poison mail. And then this guy, yeah, like I don't know how the dungeon's going to be. I might even just build this guy first up and see if he can solo everything, because he does have this awesome passive where he gets passive resistance, and every turn he gets a heal. So I'd build this guy just fast and tanky. It'd be a slow process, but he'd keep healing himself, keep dealing damage, and eventually get through it. He does have a low base defense, which hurts, especially when you're looking at 4-star. But his HP is not bad. Defense is pretty, speed is pretty poor, but yeah, you could just put him on even double appeasement. So that would become a, what's appeasement? I can't remember how much of an increase, but basically you get that increase. So I think it would end up being a 13 or 14% heal every turn. So that could be an option, build him tanky and just slowly work through it by himself. But the team I'd probably look at using first up until I test the dungeon, because I won't get to test the dungeon for another probably 12 hours. That's why I just thought I'd throw this video out there. So I'd probably be looking at the 2 healers. I'd even just try it at 3-star first, just to see how it goes, because hopefully you do only need 3-star and then you're not wasting any resources. You can just fodder these guys off later. But yeah, the 2 healers, then I'd go a defense buffer. Ideally I'd probably go with the Null Warrior. Then you go the Goblin Hunter. This guy's just too good to pass up. I just reckon he's got an awesome kit. When you're playing it on manual, yes, you're not going to get done quickly, but the poisons are up so often that it makes him awesome. He's got a beneficial block, which doesn't come into play too much, but he's just really good unit, so he's a definite there. So the 2 healers, the defense buffer, the poisoner, and then I'd probably throw this guy in for the extra poison mail poisons, or you can throw in the trickster. But like I said, the other option is the skeleton archer. You might even just throw him in that team, and worst case everyone else dies and he can just keep plugging away through it and get it cleared. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I won't have it edited just because I'm trying to get it up there for you guys. And sorry I didn't have any, I hate doing these type of videos, but I've had a lot of people asking me about it. So that's my first little theory crafting about it. If I do get something done in the next day or so, I will throw it up. But yeah, leave a comment in the description, down below, and let us know what works for you if you have tested it, because like I said, unfortunately I haven't been able to. So thanks for watching another video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.